You know, just
Love her for the rest of my
all right, y'all. Welcome back to the Short Kings Pod. We are on episode 6, and you're with your host, Faison. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support, and we're excited for the episode today. Take it away.
Yo, what's up, man? Welcome back to the Short King Pod. Look, man, we miss you guys, and we want to get to a point where we could do every week, right? Right now we're doing, bi-weekly, and I'm hoping that you guys are enjoying the show because it's been a lot of fun for us. And we're back again and excited to see you guys.
I mean, I'm excited to see them, see you. Are we not going to address this fucking elephant in the room? What the fuck happened to your mouth? Why you all of a sudden got $1 million fucking gold smile that you're just trying to casually go over?
I mean, look, I wanted the fans to kind of see this themselves and recognize it. But if we're going to talk about it, then let's talk about it.
We're going to fucking talk about it, bruh.
So I did a sponsorship with Glow Dental, and, they decided to hook your boy up and, do the entire top row. I got my veneers done, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoy it. I am in the business of talking, so, I just want to look more pleasing to the eye, I
fucking hate you.
He's, Faison has perfect teeth, okay? He's had perfect teeth, and he wanted to be the guy who, in the group, has the perfect teeth. He hates when somebody one-ups him, and he doesn't like
that. It's not that. Let me tell you what it is. It's not that. I'm never preying on your downfall, okay, like half the time. But, I like to wear the title of a funnier, I like to try to be funny, and I like to make my boys laugh, you know what I mean? And now every time you laugh, I feel a little bit worse about myself, and I don't like that. You know what I mean? Like, I look at you. Like, you're fucking smiling right now, and it's pissing me off just a little bit. Because I'm like, bro, no one can compete with you now? You were already the best looking, and now you have fucking...
That's true, but...
Don't say that's true. Like, you're supposed to be like, I don't know, bro. It's close.
All my boys are that guy. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm not the guy. You know what I mean? I just want to be the guy. I do want to say that, it was a great opportunity to work with these guys. They're amazing people.
You said they're Glow Dental.
Glow Dental is the spot. And we're actually selecting one winner to get a brand new veneer makeover. So I want to help somebody get their smile back. If it's somebody who's been insecure about their teeth, or maybe they've messed up a tooth or two, and maybe they've been just thinking about getting a brand new smile, I want to bring the audience and choose somebody to get a brand new smile.
Wait, so let me get this straight. So you're telling me if someone in the audience is a little
TV.
They've been a little their whole life, and they've always wondered, what can I do to be a little less
a little more beautiful. So in order to do that, my Instagram, and Bunky will pop this up, Wolfie Like That on Instagram. I've posted 2 reels about the sponsorship. Go like and comment, and we will be selecting one winner to get a full veneer makeover. And let's get you a new smile, man. Ever since I got the smile, bro, I feel more confident. The doctor told me, he was like, typically when somebody gets these new teeth, it takes some time to adjust, but it's going to get you more confidence.
So you've had the teeth for how long now? How many days?
Probably a few days now. 4 days.
What's kind of been your like what's something that you've noticed like that's different when you like interact with people?
So, okay, it's not more about interacting with people. It's more about how you feel yourself, dude. I will say this. I naturally was a smiler. Like, I love smiling, but it increases your confidence and smile. Like, you really want to fucking smile for no reason all the time. And I think that I believe in, if you smile, bro, if you smile more often, you're naturally more happy. Like, force yourself to smile, you're more happy. And so now I'm fucking smiling, baby. And you guys got to watch me talk shit with these teeth now. You know what I'm saying? So once again, I can't do this without you guys. This is all thanks to you guys. All 125,000 people watching on Wolfie Like That. This is thanks to you guys.
No, that's dude. I'm fucking happy for you. I know, like, you've always been a fucking handsome ass dude, but I remember you used to always tell me, you're like, oh, like, if I did do any sort of cosmetic work, you would get shin extensions.
Shin extensions, or maybe get a little implant somewhere that I don't want to say where, but
lengthening.
A little lengthening extension.
Yeah, but outside of the lengthening, you were always like, yo, you've always loved veneers. Like, every time a celebrity would get veneers, you'd always be like, bro, I fucking love his teeth.
Yeah, dude, because we come from the motherland where you don't see that, right? You come to America and you see these corporate motherfuckers just By the way, guys, I closed a $65,000. I don't want to make this about me, but I closed a $65,000 deal this past Friday. I'm fucking feeling good, baby. I'm feeling great. This is my year. I turned 27 years old on the 24th of February, and I decided, you know what? This is going to be my year, bro. I'm going to make this happen. I'm going to make this podcast blow up. We're going to continue grinding on Wolfie like that. We're going to get more sponsorships. We're going to get Bunky a diamond chain. We're just going to get the whole staff set up. You know what I'm saying? So
wait. So you just mentioned, you're turning 27 in a couple days. By the time, this pod comes out, it'll be pretty much the 24th.
Yeah.
27 is like in my book, right? You turn 20, 21 to 23 is early 20s, 24 to 26 is mid, 27 to 29 is late, right? So you're entering your late 20s. Yeah. How do you feel kind of like mentally, physically, kind of like where do you think of like where you're at? Like you mentioned you have some goals. Like what are some things that you're like, yo, 27 is going to be about this specific thing?
100%. So like first thing I'll say, bro, is maybe it's just me, but I personally love getting older. Like I think a lot of people, they dread when they get older. They're like, man, I don't want to hit the 30s. I don't want to hit the 40s. I don't want to hit the... I genuinely love getting older. Like I don't care about my past. I kind of moved past from it. And I just enjoy continue growing, bro. And like people make those jokes all the time. Like, oh, you're pushing 30. Oh, you're pushing 40. Bro, most of us are probably the youngest in our company, bro. And the older we get, the more respect we get from our peers, coworkers. And it feels good, man. 27 is going to be a good year.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. What are we doing different in 27? What's one thing that you want? Don't just say this pod. Like, you get to speak personally.
No, I definitely want to, dude, I definitely want to dabble into a couple more businesses. Like, I've dabbled into a few early in my 20s, and I mentioned this last podcast. I thought I was going to be a millionaire by now. I'm not far behind. I'm fucking behind.
You just closed that deal, so you're right there.
If I close a couple more this year,
we might start touching a quarter of...
A quarter, yeah. Our bids on the UFC is going to get a lot higher, though. I'll tell you that. Because I just lost 15 grand last night on fucking Volkanovski. And we get into him later, but I'm just saying, bro, 15,000 is insane.
Yeah. I mean, your fake betting has really gotten higher.
I mean, I'm waiting for the steak deal, bro, because they're giving out fat bags.
Yeah, I saw him out every time I'd run into Ahmad last night. He'd be like, "Yeah, dude, I got fucking 10K on Volk." I'm like, Volk just got knocked out. You're like. Thank God I was kidding.
No, dude, what's funny is I was telling people that last night. I was like, bro, I got 15K on Volk. And then they're like, wait, how are you having a good time? Like, you're not stressing right now? I was like, bro, ain't nobody got time to stress, bro. Like, we're good. And then I could have sworn, mind you, I'm telling this to my homies, right? Like, they know I don't have 15 grand to put on Volkanovski. But, like, it's just funny how easily people be influenced when you got, brand new teeth.
I think that's kind of respect. That the people around you are so stupid that they think that you could
Yeah, no, I've been meaning to talk to you about
that. As your boy, right? Where can I go when you tell me something like that? Because if I say cap, I'm kind of disrespecting you, which I don't want to do, especially not on the night we're celebrating your birthday. So I'm just like, dude, you should have put 20.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like you got an extra 5K laying around somewhere. Then I hand you a duffel.
Here's a question for you, dude. What? If you had that type of money, would you be investing on UFC fights like that?
Dude, I don't know, because I feel like UFC is very unpredictable in terms of I would feel more comfortable betting in other sports, like you're talking about like NFL, NBA, because bro, the UFC, for example, even last night, right? Whittaker's whooping Paulo Costa's ass. Last 10 seconds of the round, boom, backwards heel kick. Whittaker's knee buckles. He gets saved by the bell. Things can happen so
you're saying because other sports are more predictable?
Yeah, in NBA, it would be oh, is LeBron James going to score more than 20 points today? Yes, LeBron's averaged fucking 27 his entire career. That's a pretty safe bet. You know what I mean? So, and dude, I don't know, if you feel like this, I feel like sports gambling is it's about to fuck us up as a nation.
Well, because we said this originally before we moved into the studio. They're just making it a lot easier now.
It's more accessible. It's so accessible. It creates such a rush for you, in the palm of your hands when you're just doing something kind of mundane in terms of what are you doing tonight? We're watching the game. All of a sudden, I got fucking $200, on this or that or this or that. And it makes the experience so stressful, but then people can't stop, bro. There's literally, I saw a TikTok where this guy was like, oh, if you're doing NBA bets, these are some bets you can make because they're having their All-Star week this week.
Yeah.
So, but like, why the fuck are you betting on that? Like, nobody even takes that seriously. Like,
I mean, bro, it's just one of the easiest ways to make money. Like, I'm pretty sure there's this guy on Instagram by the name of Goat Vic or something like that. And this guy actually was from San Antonio. He built a business. It was a clothing line company called For the Low or something like that. Very successful business to the point where he actually dropped out of college. He was making so much money off of this business, but that was nothing compared to when he got into sports gambling. When he got into sports gambling, not only did he start making a lot of money from that, but he started having these group chats where he invites people, showing them the bets that he's making them money, making more money. And now, bro, it's just not, this guy is skyrocketing. He's our age, multi-millionaire, mansion, all the cars that he needs, more jewelry than he can wear. And when you see that type of lifestyle here in the U.S., it's, a lot of people, they can't stay away from it,
I mean, bro, it's just like that guy, though, right? Like, he has the pillars in his life set up to where he can afford a 10G loss. There's a lot of, like, Joe Schmoes now that, like, all they do is sports gamble.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they're throwing away their fucking down payment on their house over some fucking sports game. Like, that's why it's gonna become a problem. And I think America's ignoring the fuck out of it because it's so lucrative to all these sports. Now the sports companies are partnering with the gambling companies, and it's become so it's literally in front of our eyes is becoming threaded together to where, like, if you're a fan, you're gonna be betting. That's the point that they're trying to get to.
100%.
And bro, I wonder, I'll even take it a step further. Like, these players be getting like death threats and shit now on a regular basis.
Yeah, bro. Well, I mean, I think that you shouldn't be fucking putting your money down if you're fucking, you don't have it. If your kids are not eating, you shouldn't be betting. If you're wearing Air Force Ones, you shouldn't be betting. Like, there's a lot of rules.
I had to make sure.
There's a lot of rules that you need to follow, and it's just fucking ridiculous, bro. Like, I personally have never been to Vegas. I've never been interested in gambling. I just think, I'd rather... This is going to sound stupid, but I'd rather gamble my money on myself, like in businesses and, taking risks on other
shit. That shit was hard. That was the hardest shit you said.
I thought you was going to call me out. I thought you were like, oh, here we go with the entrepreneur shit.
Nah, that shit was hard. Like that was the hardest thing you said in your 26th year. Bro. I swear to God, you said I would rather gamble that money on me.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because I feel like I can try to be as calculated as I want, bro. There's a lot of things I can put my money into.
Ain't no odds with the motherfucker like me.
And I just don't like the idea. Like, I could go and pretend like I don't care that I lost the money, and I could pretend like I had a good time. Oh, I used it and I had a good time, even though I lost. No, I'm going to be upset about it. So I don't even want to get into it. And I see, bro, I had a coworker. I don't want to mention any names, but I had a coworker, bro, who would leave Friday Friday from the office, bro. And he would tell me that he would spend the entire 48 hours at the casino. He'd barely make it in time to get some sleep and come back to the office. And that was his life every weekend. And you could tell he could not run away from that shit, bro.
I mean, bro, like, even like, I haven't gambled much, right? Like, I've went a few times with the homies, and we've like played like blackjack and shit. And we've never played with like good big amounts of money. We could be going in there with like fucking $200 and are like, oh, let's see what happens, And that feeling, bro, it's so weird, bro, when you're winning.
Like when you're up?
When you're up, because blackjack is like, you're not going to lose all the time. You're not going to win all the time. There's going to be a bit of like a up and down, And when you're winning, like, there's been times where I've been up like $300, $400, and I'm like, dude. And like, I can't even, it feels so like such an adrenaline rush that I can't even stop playing.
Mind you, do you see junkies there?
Hella, bro.
How do they look, and like, how can you spot a junkie?
I mean, in terms of like, I don't even necessarily say it's a junkie, but you'll literally see people come in and they'll put like, I'm about to put 5K on this hand, and they'll just lose 5K in a matter of seconds. You know what I mean? Like, I'm fucking playing with $100, $200 for the night. You know what I mean? Like, that's like my entire night. Like, if I lose the $200, I'm gonna go support my friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're a calculated motherfucker. Yeah, we forget that. You're a calculated guy, bro. We used to always say our boss is calculated. Shout out our boss, by the way. Shout out Travel Junkies. You're doing great things, bro. You are a calculated guy. I actually envy how calculated you and our boss are, because I've always been fucking free for all for the longest time. Like, and I'm trying to be more calculated. You know what I mean?
I mean, bro, the thing about it is you just got to think through shit. You know what I mean? I think honestly, like, I mean, I'll say this about myself. I think I'm getting to the age where I've very much figured out I can have hella fun, but I gotta like I said, I'll go gamble with you, but I'm taking $200. I can't go over that 200, maybe 300, you know, maybe I'll get an extra 100, but that's the most I'm going to do. Like,
I get, and what I mean by calculate, and I'll give the audience an example. Guys, Faison's the type of guy where if I call this man, and by the way, viewer discretion is advised, this is a made up story. If I call Faison and I said, Faison, I just crashed into somebody and I don't think he's alive. He's not gonna say, what the fuck, bro? Or where are you at, bro? He's gonna be like, okay, so let's sit here. Wait, so did you drive off or are you still on the scene? Okay, you're still at the scene. Okay, so you're gonna have to wait for the cops. You're looking at about 5 to 10 years. I've found 3 links to 3 different lawyers that are nearby in Houston. They're gonna charge you probably $1,500 a month. So I think that you should sign up to the second link. I'll send it to you right away. That's the type of guy Faison is, bro. And he's the type of guy you want to call when you're in those stressful situations. Because, if you call anybody else, your dad, some of your other homies, what the fuck, where you at?
You know one area, though?
Who are you with?
You know one area, though? Where that quality fucks me?
Where?
The medical
like
side
I
of
say
things.
Women.
No.
Wait, what do you mean by medical?
Like, bro, like, for example, right? Like, my knee has been, like, hurting, right?
Yeah.
And mind you, I work out every day. Like, it's not fucking crazy that my knee's hurting a little bit.
Yeah.
I Google it, right? It's like, yeah, you could have a blood clot in your knee. And I'm over here.
You be going down the rabbit holes.
Yeah, and like WebMD's like, you should have been at the doctor yesterday. like, how are you not there? And then I'm all of a sudden like, I'm reading the symptoms. Mind you, sprained knee and blood clot in leg. Same symptoms, slight swelling.
Yeah, that's why. Don't self-diagnose. Don't do that.
That's what I'm saying. That's where it fucks me. Because I'm like, like you said, like I like to like try to problem solve a little bit. Yeah. And I'll be over here I got a headache and it's like brain tumor. I'm like, Mom, I love you. I just want you to know that.
That fucking meme with the turtle from Kung Fu Panda when he's like, I think my time is here.
Yeah, like you know what I mean? Like, so that is one area where it kind of makes me anxious. But really, honestly, though, in terms of like, we're getting older, we do a lot of self-reflection. You know where that quality actually comes from? Not even to fucking make it about me, but just
your
in
father.
general. No, it's anxiety. That is like my way of tackling anxiety.
Being prepared.
Being prepared, yeah, because I had too many times in my past where, bro, you knew me in college. I was fucking walking into them test rooms. People were like, how much did you, dude, I studied for 700 hours for this. I'd be like, I studied last night. Let's see what happens.
Wait, so you were the guy that, because I don't remember your study habits. You were the guy who studied like last minute? Like you
all night. I would wait. I would push it. All night. And then it would be like, all right, I'm going to stay up all night. I'm not going to, and then I would miss all my other classes that day. Cause you didn't just have an exam.
Bro. I did not see. That's crazy that we were hanging out every day, but I never really knew your study habits like that.
I mean, cause you were always going to fucking, what was it called?
Studio.
Yeah. I was like, why do you fucking lying, dog? You'd be like, yeah, boys, I got to go to the studio. I can't chill tonight. I'm like, you got a song coming out?
You got an album coming out?
Yeah, you got to fucking, I was like, is this guy Drake or some shit?
Dude, I deadass had a full conversation with a student one time. When I said that, I'm like, every time I'd see him, where you headed? I'm like, the studio. And then after a while, he was like, bro, I didn't know A&M has a music program. And I was like, dude, no, it's that's what we call the architecture building is a studio. That's where we go, create art, design, whatever. But anyways, moving on, bro, I do want to say, last night, me and Faison, we hung out with a group of friends celebrating my birthday, and we went to go watch the fights.
UFC 298.
298.
The headliner. Guys, I'm going to be real with y'all. A little bit of this podcast, we're going to be on that Ariel Helwani. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be on his ass because we love the UFC, and we got a lot to talk about from last night. I'll start from the top, bro. One of our favorite short kings, Alexander Volkanovski, takes his second straight loss, third loss out of his last 4 fights. He gets knocked out by Topuria. Give me your thoughts.
Knocked out cold, bro.
Fuck, man. It's tough for me to even talk about because I love Alex, but I see I see the grasp of his talent kind of leaving him. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna stop you right there. I don't agree with that, man. Because look, a lot of people have been trying to brainwash Volkanovski into thinking that he's a washed up guy now. He's getting way too old and can't manage himself anymore. He even started playing into the skit. He released a full video, kind of joking around that he's getting too old.
He showed up to the press conference.
Exactly. But I think that the fans really want to push that on him. He's still in his fucking prime, bro. He faced Islam, one of the most devastating fighters to fucking face.
Ever be in the UFC.
He faced a monster. In my opinion, I thought Volk won that fight.
Oh, he won the first one.
Right?
Yeah, but the second one.
Obviously. But the first fight, I felt like he won. And then, the second fight that he lost, it's okay. He's the champion. He was fighting so many fights on short notice and back-to-back fights. I think he's a great fighter, bro. Not only is he a good fighter, bro, he's all around a good fighter. He's a great wrestler. He's a great striker. He'll fucking go down with you on the ground and let's do some jiu-jitsu, bro. Like
tickle and all that shit.
He'll tickle you up. Yeah.
No. So I agree with your analysis of who Volkanovski is. I think his biggest pro to the UFC has always been his activity, and now that's his biggest weakness.
Yeah.
He's getting a little chinny. He's getting a little injured. He's getting a little older. He should not have fought Islam that second time on 8 days' notice.
So what do you think went wrong with this fight?
I mean, bro, I don't think anything went wrong. I think you're fighting a guy who packs a fucking powerful punch, very similar to guys like Conor McGregor and Pereira, where you just know you can't get touched by this guy's right hand.
But you're talking about an Australian specimen with the head. His head is the size of a watermelon. This dude has taken much tougher damage from other fighters before. But it's
not that. It's the fact that he also was knocked out 4 months ago. Literally, doctors say that if you're knocked out, you should take at least 6 months to let your brain fully heal.
Okay, my question goes back to you. So you think Volkanovski right now is exiting his prime?
I mean, I think he's exiting his prime, one, because of his age, two, because, okay, look, what's in front of him at this point? He lost to Topuria. All he has is this rematch. This rematch will define his career in terms of where it goes, because if he loses again to Topuria, there's nothing left for him at featherweight. He's fought Max 3 times. He fought everyone else defending the belt. And if he goes up to 155, it's like, good luck, buddy.
Yes, bro. Yeah. For me, here's the issue, man. It's like, I hate when the UFC fans try to push this agenda on a fighter where you're getting washed up when they're really not washed up just because they've had a couple of losses. And then you see this happen where we push away a fighter because we have claimed that they're washed up. Then they go and fight a couple of other guys to prove themselves. But not only do they win, they fucking destroy those types of guys. And we're like, wait a fucking second. We need to bring Volk back up. And I think that's what's happening to him right now, bro. They're really trying to paint this narrative. I think that we need to set Volk up right. I think he needs to take more time.
He needs to take off.
Yeah, he needs to take more time. This guy said that he wanted to headline UFC 300 after last night.
I mean, bro, he stated before that he struggles with his mental health when he's off.
I would have never thought that about Volk, though.
Yeah, I didn't know that he was a pussy.
Yeah, I would have never pussy and Volk,
No, I'm just kidding. I mean, bro, it kind of goes back to people always like people, especially like young people that we know, they're always like, man, I just want to get to the point where I can chill.
Yeah.
Chilling is fucking mind-numbing. You never want to be at the point where you're chilling.
For a hardworking guy like Volk, bro, that guy probably loves being in the gym,
in any field that you're in, you never want to be at that point. Whether typically people can, like, once your career chills out a little bit, you'll focus on your family and friends and shit like that and personal shit. But you never want to be at the point where you have nothing to do.
Gotcha.
Because it's like, I think even the strongest men, you're just kind of like, okay, it's Tuesday. I'm just going to repeat everything I did on Monday, Sunday, Saturday.
Yeah. And I guess as a fighter, though, he wants to stay active because he wants to make the most out of his prime, right? And he wants to get as many fights as possible, get paid as much.
Well, yeah, he also just got on a new deal, too. So it's like, because he's like a bigger person than, like, in terms of fame than he was when he was coming in. And the way you get paid out in the UFC is you got to fight out that contract, man.
Yeah.
So what was your favorite fight of last night?
It would have had to be the Volk fight. I thought that was insane. I mean, actually, now that I think about it, we got to talk about fucking that dog of a fight, Paulo Costa versus Robert Whittaker, man, that was an outgoing war between these two guys. Dude, every time I watch this guy Whittaker fight, he continues to impress me. Like, we forget how great he is on his feet, bro.
Just because he couldn't beat Izzy, bro.
Just because he could not play that chess match with Izzy.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, Izzy plays a great fucking chess match if you want to sit there and strike with Izzy. But with Robert Whittaker, when he faces a lot of these guys like Paulo Costa, you get to see that he's great, you know, a great striker. He will go toe-to-toe with you, and he will fight his heart out. We did see them slow down towards the end of the fight.
He did almost get knocked out at the end of the first, though.
Yeah, I mean, that's Robert Whittaker,
Paulo Costa just got fucking... He hit him with a spinning heel. I was like, ugh.
I like the flash. I like the flash that this guy, Costa, has, bro. His showboating, it's very entertaining. A lot of people don't like showboating, especially when you're losing. But I think it creates the fight.
I mean, he's trying to play the mental warfare game, even in the ring. Because you never know, bro. You might, tee somebody off because you got in their head a little bit. I don't knock him for trying that. That was one of my favorite fights of the night too. But the thing about Whittaker, bro, is he was champion, right? And then Izzy takes the belt from him. Izzy's just a terrible matchup for him. Now Izzy's not the champion. It's Dricus. But the thing is, Whittaker fucking lost to Dricus a couple months ago, which he shouldn't have lost that fight. He's a much better fighter than Dricus. He knows that. He just didn't he just got caught. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's just like, so I wonder if he's going to get that rematch. And if he doesn't get that rematch, where does he go? You know, is the only guy that's left, I guess, then is Sean Strickland.
Yeah, yeah.
Our favorite fighter.
See, but you're thinking about it from a storyline mode, right? And that's what kind of sucks for some of these guys like Whittaker who fought almost everybody.
Because it's like there's nobody.
There's no more storyline that we can create for these guys.
You can't milk any more stories.
But the thing is, they're such a good fighter that you still want to see him fight. Like, can we bring up? And the thing is, you have to build a storyline. And this is why, bro, I actually been wanting to talk to you about this. It sucks when we see a great fighter that just can't sell his personality. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you can't sell personality, you can't create new beefs. You can't create new interesting storylines. You can't, get Dana to want to continue booking you for more fights.
Yeah, when you're not a draw, I think that's one thing that is going to get a lot better now that the blueprint is out in terms of like, these guys, like, not only could you have to be the best fucking wrestler, the best jiu-jitsu guy, the best kickboxing guy, you gotta be fucking, I'm not saying there's another Conor McGregor on earth, but you gotta have some sort of draw in your personality. You can't just show up and be like, I respect everyone and I love everyone and I'll take the fights that are in front of me.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Shut up, bruh. Next.
You're talking to a guy
Next,
like bro, I'll give you a great example. Like when you look at a guy like Pereira, right? Great fighter, all right? Very respected by the UFC audience, right? But you get a guy like Pereira who literally looks like a statue and doesn't speak English.
Stoic.
He's going to be very popular in the UFC world. Not a single soul that doesn't watch MMA is going to know who that guy is. You know what I mean? And once he gets washed up, if he has no personality, we can't continue to create stories for him. He falls right back down the ladder. You know what I mean?
I mean, bro, once again, this would be a good segue. So Dana White announced yesterday that Pereira versus Jamal Hill is going to headline UFC 300. You just talked about storyline, right? Pereira kind of got lucky because he came in and he had the built-in beef with Izzy that ran him to a title shot with Izzy because Izzy had no one else to fight. He beats Izzy. He wins. Then he loses to Izzy. Storyline is already there. We're all impressed, right? Because you come in and you take down everyone's guy, right? Then he goes to light heavyweight, and then now you're like, oh, he's going to come down to earth. These guys are big. They're going to wrestle him. There's no way he's going to have the same success, right? Mm-hmm. Motherfucker wins the light heavyweight championship.
Which fucking shocked the world, baby, because nobody thought this man, Pereira, was going to come back.
Bro, I don't even know how much he's trained, like, MMA. Like, he's been a kickboxer, but I don't know how many years of MMA training does he actually have?
Bro. It's just power, and this guy was born to be a fighter. But at the same time, bro, like, here's a question for you, man. I don't understand why this guy Pereira has Dana White privilege. Like, I get it. He came, he shocked the world.
Well, because he sells, bro. People want to watch him.
But what is he selling? Like,
he's selling that left hook.
The monster persona. Yeah, he's selling. I will take anybody else. But headlining UFC 300.
Yeah, I don't like that as a headliner.
Headlining, bro. You're talking about one of the most monumental
moments for the UFC.
They're doing it in the Globe in Las Vegas, right? And it's just insane that they're gonna go for a guy like Pereira. Like, you look guys like, Kamzat, there's a lot of prospects that have built a true fan base based off of their personality plus skill that we would love to see headline, UFC 300. And then they go with Pereira. It's just all this built up tension that Dana White caused just to give us fucking Pereira and UFC 300. I mean, bullshit.
The thing is, it's also Jamal Hill too, right? Jamal Hill's fucking nobody. He's been gone for a year, and now it's like, I will say the timing of 300 was really unfortunate because it's a month after Ramzan. So a lot of the Muslim fighters, they're not gonna train over the month of Ramzan, right? Just because of fasting and stuff. So they don't have the time to have a 12-week camp. Because fucking UFC 300 is a month after.
Yeah, they just lost every fighter with a beard and no mustache.
Exactly, and those are the most dangerous ones. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
you just lost all those guys.
And then apparently, he said yesterday that they offered Leon Edwards 3 fights. Leon Edwards said yes to every single one of them, and Leon Edwards is not on the card. So the thing about it is, like, it kind of goes back to what you said. Leon Edwards is a great dude. I love Leon Edwards.
Nobody's trying to see that guy fight.
But that's what I'm saying. Dana White chose to have Pereira because people are more into Pereira giving a highlight reel knockout than Leon Edwards pitter-pattering.
Leon Edwards gives me like feminine energy. You know what I mean?
I mean, he just mumbles.
Bro, which is insane, right? Imagine being a fucking cold killer. Like, your job showing up to the office is I show up and I kick people in the forehead. Yeah. That is your job. Right?
Imagine writing that on LinkedIn.
Somehow you're still a pussy. I can't begin to imagine. Because I feel like
he's not a pussy. He's not a pussy. Not too much on Leon. It's just that Leon has this, like, that guy in high school that's too cool for school?
If I saw Leon Edwards in a fucking white t-shirt at Target, I'd smack the fuck out of him just for looking at me. And there's no way I can imagine that guy to be a
welterweight champion of the world. He would fuck you up after that slap too.
He would kick my head out of the fucking stores.
You would be in the soccer ball section after that. It would be soccer balls in your head.
Like, some fighters, bro, like, you can look at a guy like Triple G. If you saw Triple G at Walmart, right? And he took the last.
He looks like somebody's dad.
Yeah, he took the last cabbage roll, right, or some stupid shit like that. Tell me, you wouldn't want beef with Triple G.
I mean, bro, like Conor McGregor and Canelo, even they're the same height as us.
But Conor McGregor walks around with this energy,
with this fucking string connected to his chin.
Energy that, like, look, I don't know what this guy does. He either has strong lawyers or a strong left hook. Yeah. It's one or the other, but he looks like a problem. You look at guys like Leon Edwards. You look at some of these fighters. It's just crazy to me, bro, that they don't give off that, like. And I'm not saying every fighter needs to, but it's funny when you see a guy who's like low key a killer, bro, but he's just not.
Speaking of us civilians getting into it with MMA fighters, did you see the viral clip of motherfucking Sean Strickland beating the absolute shit out of streamer Sneako, bro?
Holy fucking yikes, bro. Oh my God.
What the hell? See, can I take a moment to talk to the audience for a second,
please,
if you'll allow me?
Of course. Go ahead.
What have we been saying from the start? This guy has issues in his fucking brain, bro. His body should be a legalized weapon, and the fact that he would beat the shit out of a civilian that weighs like 70 pounds less than this dude. Like, you're just a fucking bully, bro. And it's like unbelievable to me that how many people try to like justify his white t-shirt boots energy because that's how the alpha male is. No, an alpha male would not beat the shit out of a guy who is literally just getting into the sport.
Yeah, and to make it more clear to the audience, what Faizan's talking about is Sean Strickland basically met with an influencer by the name of Sneako. He
goes on his stream.
He's an IRL streamer and decides to, Sneako wanted to spar the champion, which, by the way, shouts out to Sneako for wanting to
take he's also trying to create a stream. Like, like Sean Strickland is getting to be on his platform. Nobody fucking follows Sean Strickland. Like, he gets to be on Sneako's stream and all the people that watch. It's supposed to be a light, bro, pitter patter, bro. Smile at the guy.
Yeah.
Like, in the words of Joe Rogan, like,
here's the holes in the story, though, right? Here's where there's a hole in the fucking story. Because you see after Sneako takes a jab at Strickland, Strickland all of a sudden turns it on and starts piecing this guy up, right? Starts piecing Sneako up.
Bro,
like trying to fucking demolish
take
him.
his head
he
off.
wanted to drop the guy. Let's be honest, right? He wanted to drop him on camera.
No,
right?
yeah.
When he went after, he wanted to kind of portray that I'm doing this to show the world that guys like this need to be put into their place. And if you're gonna step up to the champion and try to spar with him, I'm gonna teach you a lesson. Where was that fucking energy when he sparred Pereira? When he was sparring Pereira, all of a sudden, let's be friends. We're cool, right? We're cool, right?
Yeah.
Where the fuck was that energy when you were sparring Pereira? All I'm saying is, bro, if you're gonna put on, and we've said this before, if you're gonna try to portray this alpha male personality, you got to close up the holes. Pause. But for real, like you cannot claim to be this dude who, will stand on business, but then when you see Pereira, all of a sudden business is closed.
I mean, that
And
left
it's off
hook,
day.
that Pereira's left hook is fucking business, and that's where I just feel so bad for Sneako. Sneako has been trying to act like he's like a tough guy still, which like lay it to rest 130.
I feel like he got a fetish for getting his ass whooped though.
No, it's just you know what he's trying to do? He's trying to give off the like, oh yeah, like it's okay. Like I told him we could spar. Like I'm good. I'm not even hurt. Dude, your eyes are crossed. You haven't been unable to uncross your eyes.
He literally posted a video right after that saying that he might become Christian again. And I was like, bro, how hard did fucking Strickland hit you?
All of a sudden you see Jesus.
Like imagine changing religions after getting smacked that hard.
I mean,
like
bro,
that's a really like
he got, he went home and when he looked in the mirror, he was like, Jesus wouldn't have let this happen.
He's like, I did Umrah and if this was a true religion, this shouldn't have happened because this is not fair.
Yeah. No, it's dude, I think that this IRL stream shit, yes, the people that do IRL streams are really annoying. I get it. But let's not act like every one of you motherfuckers that go on the stream are not trying to use them as a platform. So don't come on there trying to disrespect them like they don't make more money than you.
It's a mutual exchange.
That's the same shit with Aiden Ross, bro.
Yeah.
These rappers get on there and they're like, yeah, I did Aiden stream. Aiden can buy you.
Yeah.
You're doing his stream because your album came out. Like we're not blind to this shit. My bad. I don't know why I'm getting so fucking riled.
No, it's because I get what you mean, bro. Like, there's a lot of guys that are in the rap community, bro, that like work with rappers that say rappers are probably the most annoying people to work with, bro. They got a fucking ego. And I think they need to in their career.
No, but same with these MMA fighters, bro. Like you literally have 20K followers. Ahmad has more Instagram followers than you. like you need to fucking gain this audience so that you can sell a future fight. Show some fucking respect to the dude having you on. Like
And then he starts a podcast. I don't know if you know this. Sean Strickland now has a podcast.
What,
too.
Last Two Brain Cells?
He literally fucking, bro, he's got a motorcycle in his fucking living room. He's sitting down on a chair in a bathrobe and he's just talking shit. Low key entertaining though. I ain't gonna cap, bro.
I wouldn't even watch it. I'm telling you, I just don't even want to get. Because the thing about Sean Strickland is,
why are we so obsessed with this guy? Look, we're obsessed because he's entertaining as fuck. When a character gets the audience to have a love and hate relationship, it's like, Strickland, I fucking love how entertaining this guy is. He's just funny as fuck, but I hate him at the same time because I want to see him get his ass kicked, but I don't want him to stop.
And then I have this weird soft spot for him because then he like low-key got like all this trauma and shit. And then like, he's like, at the end of the day, he's like successful from where he came from. Yeah. So it's like you like kind of have like an internal like, you don't want to dislike the guy.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And bro, speaking of podcasts, I did want to actually get your opinion on this. There was a recent clip of Dana White actually coming onto a podcast with the judge from America's Got Talent. What's his name?
Howie Mandel.
Howie Mandel. By the way, no one cares about that guy. Let's be honest. He has a podcast no one listens to, just like ours. But basically, they start the podcast. It's 30 seconds into the podcast, and Dana White just goes, when it's his turn, he introduces Dana White. Dana White goes, "Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I just don't fucking like podcasts." Takes off his mic, walks off the podcast, and it goes fucking viral, right?
Yeah.
I watched that clip because it's only 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So I watched it a few times to try to figure out what
did he say something?
Did you catch anything?
So what I got from it was how he gave an introduction to Dana, right? it seems like he's saying positive things about him, but there is a bit of a sarcastic tone that he has. I don't know if they previously have had like beef or disagreements. I don't know. Once again, no one gives a fuck about Howie Mandel. I don't know what
Howie Mandel is known as a comedian who does talk shit, though.
I mean, he was on the Deal or No Deal. That's all I know, and he looks like he should play the genie in Avatar. That's all I know about him, you know. But Dana, my thing with Dana is this, right? Why the fuck do you show up to something like that? Like you came all the way over there. You fucking put the headset on. You have the mic in front of you.
Well, you're on track though. You said that it was a sarcastic tone. I think there was one thing that he said. I think that this was the moment that pissed Dana White off. As he was, kind of glazing him up, he said, "You're a philosopher," and I thought about it. I was like, wait, why is he calling Dana White a philosopher? That makes no sense. And he said it in a very sarcastic tone. And then the camera pans back to Dana White, and you see Dana White's reaction to that specific word. And maybe I'm looking too much into it, but I could tell Dana White is at a point in his career where that was a petty ass fucking
comment.
Not petty comment. And this was, I'm doing charity work being on this podcast. So not with you. You know what I'm saying? He's doing charity work, being on that podcast with fucking Deal or No Deal. I still don't. You said his name 3 times. I still don't know his fucking name.
Yeah.
And he's like, bro, fuck this guy. And he had just got off doing that podcast with Bob and the Nelk Boys,
which seemed like it was a fucking mess.
You could tell Dana White did not enjoy being on that podcast.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I feel like he kind of did.
I felt like he was trying to enjoy it for Kyle, right? He wanted to be there for Kyle and support Kyle. And you could tell he didn't enjoy being on it. Even
Why is Kyle kind of a pussy? Like Bob is up there, right?
Yeah.
And Bob is like really talking his shit because Bob is just loud. He's just a yapper. Bob's a yapper, right? And then you got Dana, who's he's a yapper too, but he's actually smart, right? But then the whole time they're like disputing their disagreements, right? Yeah. Kyle's like, wait, I did pay up on that.
Yeah, I mean, he's a Canadian, bro. What do you expect? They're very nice people. They don't like confrontation.
Yeah, but that's right. So then Dana has to sit next to him and then be like, no, we did offer you that, and we did step up to the plate with the happy dad deal or whatever they were talking about. And Kyle's like, yeah,
like if I was Kyle,
it was like
I'd be like,
Dana was his dad.
Yeah, he like brought his dad on to fucking fight for him.
Talk to his boy about some disagreement that they had.
Can you shit on him for me, Dad? Please?
Dad, look, Bob's being mean.
Because if I was Kyle, I would tell Bob straight up. I'd say, Bob, the reason why we didn't give you a piece of Happy Dad is because we offered you a deal. It was probably in the millions, right? You rejected it because you wanted to get a deal with another seltzer brand
with the upfront money,
and you wanted to bring it on my fucking podcast, and that's already disrespectful to my brand. So now I'm not giving you that deal for Happy Dad. So if you want to go publicly and say that I'm not going to give you we didn't give you a share of Happy Dad. Yeah, we didn't give you a fucking share of Happy Dad. Yeah. You're lucky to be on this fucking podcast.
Like, who was Bob before?
You made $1.2 million just sitting down talking shit. And then we saw what happened to Bob after that podcast.
I've never seen
left
him.
and disappeared in the fucking dark.
And
we never heard a fucking word from Bob after that.
And now he looks fucking insane. He looks like he's going through it too. But someone needs to just remind Kyle who the fuck he is.
Yeah.
Bro, you're the leader of an empire.
He needs an angry translator, like, that skit from Key and Peele? He needs one at all times.
Like, bro, you don't need Dana White next to you fighting your battles with some chump like Bob Menery. Like, what the fuck? Like, you literally
Bob fucking Menery?
Like,
bro?
you're the goat. You're one of the
what
goats of YouTube. Like, Kyle's one of the goats of YouTube.
Yeah, no, he's the goat.
Right?
For actually, bro, interesting story. Actually, I don't know if I told you this before. Do you know that Kyle and the Nelk Boys actually reached out to me, I think in 2012, 2013, and they asked me to
what did they say to you, bro?
Back then I used to create prank videos, and they wanted me to kind of join their
they used to do that
the run
too.
that they had. But the reason why I bring it up is it shows Kyle's been grinding for the longest time to build this empire and bring on the right people to build his team, bro. And he's been doing this for so long that there's no reason why he needs to be nice and kind of give those people leeway. Like, he's even on top of that, he's like, bro, drop the lawsuit and I'll bring you back on the podcast. Like, it's just like, you're too nice, typical Canadian behavior. But for people like Bob, it's like, dude, this time you're coming back on the pod. We're not paying you shit. because you definitely need this.
Yeah, way more than we need you.
And and you're gonna sign agreements that you're not gonna talk shit, and we're gonna, and that's it. And this is a great opportunity for you, buddy. And Dana White told him that. You saw Dana. Dana was like, "We saw what happened to you after the pod."
No, Dana was keeping it up, dude. Imagine negotiating with that dude, bro. No wonder UFC fighters don't get paid. Yeah, I mean, you just lose that negotiation all the time.
Imagine you're negotiating with these fighters who like fucking anger issues all the time.
I mean, like, I would have a very big table in between, probably like 4 security guards, and it would just be me and Sean Strickland. I'd be like, Sean, $20K for your next fight. like, you know,
get him.
I'd be like, hey, get him out of here, bruh. Nah, dude. But honestly, I mean, dude, we've been so UFC heavy, guys. So once again, I appreciate y'all. If y'all like the UFC content, we love the UFC, and we appreciate the support that we've gotten from you guys on that side of stuff, because I've been feeling like a fight analyst lately. I'm not gonna lie to you.
100%. And we hope that, I know that fucking Deal or No Deal guy ruined it for Dana wanting to be on podcast, but Dana, we would love to have you on the podcast. We will literally fly out to you and do a podcast on the go, anywhere at any time. Let us know. We look up to you. We love what you've done with the UFC, and we will do whatever it takes to get an interview with you.
And I won't call you a philosopher.
Yeah, you're not. You're just not a philosopher. I caught that.
I might call you a crackhead, but
all right, don't ruin it. We need the guy.
I said my
Dana, it's a joke, because Dana likes people who like Dana.
Yeah,
and we love Dana.
No, I will glaze up Dana, bro.
All right, pause. All right, let's
be honest.
We're not losing. Okay, we're not gonna do all that. We're still.
Shut up. Right, you gotta go there and you gotta be like, Dana, it was my dream to meet you.
I would actually go. Like, I would actually fucking get starstruck if I saw Dana.
I'd be like, Dana, let's go play blackjack. I count cards.
He would cover you too.
Yeah, I'd be like, Dana, if you give me 50 G's, I will triple your investment. And you could have 100 and I'll take 50.
No, but you got to build that relationship with him. I feel like he'd have your back. But yeah, so let's not, I hope you guys enjoyed the UFC segment. Let's kind of, what else has been going on, Brian? I'm about to leave town this week. I'm going to Costa Rica. And so we're trying to catch up. Me and Faison, we've been meeting and trying to catch up on a lot of these new things that have been happening. We stay in touch. And go over a lot of these fun, interesting topics, and we save them for the pod so that we could talk about it with you guys.
Yeah, bro. I mean, one of the segments that we did last time that people loved was, with all due respect, you're guilty, right?
Oh, no, you're guilty with all due respect, all right? That was a segment we did last time. A lot of people liked it, dude.
No, so that's what I'm saying. So I remember you mentioned to me that you have another doc that you saw this week that you thought was like perfect for the segment, and you told me not to watch it because you wanted me to guess the outcome. And yeah, bro, I mean, if you want to fucking give us a little story time right now, I'd love to see if my Detective Faison can crack the case.
Okay. So for the audience, this is one of your favorite segments, newly segments, called You're Guilty with All Due Respect. So Faison will play the judge. I will explain the story to him. And, he's allowed to ask a few questions, and I will give him the verdict at the end, okay? So this is a crazy, crazy documentary on Netflix, probably still trending at #1, called My Stalker, My Lover, My Killer, something like that, right? Bro, I'm not going to lie to you. This is the first documentary in a very long time. I love documentaries. First true crime documentary that genuinely had me goosebumps everywhere. I was driving after to go meet with my girlfriend. I had anxiety the entire drive, bro, for some fucking reason. Crazy documentary. So let's get right into it. So there's a guy, and I'm bad with names, so I'm gonna just
we're gonna create.
So
names.
There was a guy who had just got out of a relationship with his wife, and he's excited about coming into back into the single world and into the dating world. He gets on a dating app, and he meets with a girl, right? And they go out on a date, and she's a really cool girl, and they're kind of kicking it off, but he's not looking for anything serious, okay?
Yeah, you got out of a marriage.
Exactly. And so week 2, week 3, he goes on another date with another girl, right? And he invites her over to his house, and while she's at his house, girl 1 that he originally went on a date with comes over to his house, and she's like, hey, I actually forgot something at your house. You mind if I get it? And he's like, yeah, sure. But it's a little weird. It's a little awkward for the two girls to
Did we
interact.
like,
and shit.
wait, are we not exclusive?
100%. And so after she leaves, girl one all of a sudden disappears. And, she goes missing. And then he starts getting text messages from girl one saying that I'm going to ruin your life. I hate that you're moving on. That girl's a homewrecker. Starts fucking stalking this guy and always sending messages to him nonstop. I'm watching you everywhere you go. She's sending him pictures of his kids.
Oh my God.
100%, dude. And it's getting creepier and creepier. And he obviously reports it to the police. And the police can't find girl one. They're looking everywhere. They have, at this point, a search unit. Her parents don't know where she's at. And so this girl starts breaking into his house when he's not there, destroying his property. Then she starts harassing.
Is he still talking to
Girl two? Yes. He's still talking to girl two. And now she's terrorizing girl two. It gets so bad, she ends up burning the girl two's house down. Right?
Holy
she fucking burns her house down, bro.
This girl is crazy.
Yes, bro. And at this point, it is insane because the text messages are getting even more evil. It's like, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill her. I'm going to kill your kids and your family. So girl two decides, you know what? I can't handle this. I'm going to move out. She moves to another states like Nebraska or something. And then I want to stop right here. Do you have any questions so far?
I'm just confused on like her. You said her parents didn't even know where she was? Like the stalker
girl one that disappeared and is sending the text messages. Her parents don't know where she's at. They think something's fishy. They're saying this isn't typical behavior from her.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so weird. What did this guy do on this date? Like, did he say anything of how he left, like how he ended that off?
It didn't end bad at all. Like, he just told her, hey, like, you're cool. I'm just not really interested in a full committed relationship.
It's just, I mean, I'm just confused on if she's just like batshit crazy, but continue.
So this continues to go on.
Yeah.
Until it hits the final fucking point where girl two ends up getting shot in the foot, in the thigh. And she calls, the police. She's, I've been shot. And so it just continues to get crazy, right? But the outcome is the fucking mind-chilling moment, right? So they finally track down where they hire an IT person to track down where all these text messages are coming from.
Yeah, trying to link the IP address.
They finally find the IT guy is in shock because he realizes it's coming from a house, and the person who lives at the house is he's the boss of that guy, and it's a guy, right? So it's weird. They check who he's living with. It's girl two, right? So makes no sense.
Wait. So the IT guy's employee, it was coming from his house.
Yeah.
And they find out the employee is also fucking with girl two.
Yeah. So now they start to really look into it. They realize, you ready for the verdict?
Yeah.
Girl one has been dead this entire time. Girl two has been the person terrorizing herself and this guy portraying girl one. She's the stalker. And she shot herself in the fucking foot.
And burned her own house down?
And burned her own house down, bro.
Oh my God, what a fucking mastermind.
Holy fuck. And it comes to show you, bro, there's some fucking crazy people out in this world, bro. Crazy fucking people.
Oh
she dated this guy for 1 week, had one interaction with another girl.
What kind of shit is this guy slanging?
Yeah, because when girl one first came back to the house, remember that interaction? That's all it took for girl two to go down this crazy fucking lunatic road. And terrorize.
So she killed girl one.
She killed girl
then
one.
Goes
burned her body and started portraying girl one through text messages to terrorize herself and the guy. Created 4 years of hell for this. This lasted 4 years.
4 years.
4 fucking years, bro.
What a way to throw off the scent. You think I'm a suspect? Boom, burns down your own house.
Yeah.
You think I'm a suspect again? Shot myself in the foot. Who did this?
Yeah,
I don't know.
bro, there's some people out there you will never believe the limits that they will go.
Dude.
And it's not love, right? Let's break this down. It's not love that makes her do this, right?
No, that's insanity.
What the fuck? Like,
because she moved out eventually.
yeah, like
So she didn't even like that wasn't like a forever thing for her. Like she wasn't trying to make that shit work in terms of like, oh, I'm gonna marry this dude.
yeah, bro, but it just started making me think like for people like that to be that level of a stalker, right? That to that extreme, to somebody that you barely knew, how fucking dedicated do you have to be? Like, what the fuck is going on in your head? You know what I mean? Like that is absolutely lunatic-like behavior, dude.
Dude, I mean, I literally am at a loss for words.
Yeah.
Because like dude, she's a fucking
I was driving back. I was driving to go meet with my girl. I had fucking anxiety. I've never had a
Okay,
documentary.
you started thinking about your girl, right? You were like, "What? Are you
God,
low key insane too?"
I was just like, women are fucking crazy. Goddamn, bro.
You're like, I'm about to go hang out with one.
See, the man would have killed her, right? He would have just killed the bitch so she can't date another guy. Fucking 3 months in.
Create a
If he was that crazy, he would have just killed her, right?
Yeah,
Wouldn't
yeah.
you say? 3 months in, he would have killed her. He wouldn't have fucking stalked her for 4 years and shot himself in the foot.
And burned his own house down.
Come on. Burned his own. Come on, bro. He would have not burned that house down, man. He paid for that
He paid for that fucking house. I ain't going down like that, bro.
Man, he worked. He put in them shifts, bro. He's not about to burn that house down.
Did he have money? Was he like rich?
Nah, bro. The dude was fucking.
That's what I'm
living
saying.
in an apartment.
I need to take first date notes from this dude.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Because what is he doing that he got fucking
no,
women?
but I felt like he was low key, like he was excited to tell the documentary on some goofy shit.
Yeah,
though.
because for him it's like a subtle. Like he's like, bro, these girls
He's like,
want me.
these girls want my fucking dick, bro. I
He's
don't
like,
know, bro. Bitch killed this bitch, bro.
Yeah, just because of the way I made her act up.
Yeah, and he was like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, you know, if I would have just not dated him, it would have been fucking, no, bro, you're just dating. Like, everybody fucking dates, bro. Like, you know what I mean? But yeah, fucking wild documentary, bro. And I hope you guys enjoyed this segment. This is a crazy documentary. I need Netflix to keep them coming because we need some more content. And I really hope that you guys have been enjoying these 2 segments that we're doing.
No, dude. I mean, that's fucking unbelievable, bro.
Yeah, I know. Crazy, brother.
Oh my God. I mean, what do you think you would do in that situation?
If
Like,
I was the guy?
Yeah, like let's say you're, God forbid you enter the single pool again and you start dating a girl and then all of a sudden she starts stalking you.
Dude, I mean, if I was, let's use this exact same scenario. If I was the guy and it got to year 1 or year 2 and this has been terrorizing me and my kids, this girl was sending him pictures of the ex-wife pushing the kids on the swings and saying, I'm watching them. And if it got to that point,
We disappearing.
somebody's disappearing. That's all I gotta say. Somebody's disappearing. It ain't my fucking kids, bro. Because I'm gonna finesse back. I'm gonna be like, you know what? I've decided, fuck it. We're gonna get back together. Because I don't want to do this. It looks like you really truly love me. We need to get back together. And when she comes back, let's just say somebody disappearing. And then because my kids are not fucking getting hurt.
I'm going
bro.
into the fucking witness protection program. My name's gonna be Bill. My wife's gonna be named Lisa.
Yeah, bro, but it's also crazy that cops pick and choose when they want to invest fucking resources. Like, why did it take 3 years to hire an IT guy? What the fuck? Like, it took 4 years to hire an IT guy.
I want to be like, let's link the IP addresses.
The only fucking
way that she's communicating
is fucking text messages.
So
let's track that shit
ding.
down. They pick and choose, bro. They pick and choose when
Yeah,
they
because
want
it's probably because the way that dude was acting. Because he probably used to go into the police. What's it called? The police department. He'd be like, "Hey, so you know that girl that was acting up?" They would be like, "Yeah." He's like, "She like is watching my kids or whatever." But I'm like, I'm still talking to hoes though. And the cops would be like, "Is this even like a serious matter?" Like,
and I think, bro, like what it is, what might have happened is the story might have picked up media attention, and then that's what causes cops to invest resources into, actually figuring out these cold cases and like, you know what, let's fucking close it because they have so many cases, bro. Crazy cases.
I don't know why. Ever since we started doing this segment, I really want to be a detective. Like I just feel like I could crack some cases.
No, bro. There's some like crazy shit out there. Like I'll tell you this. I've been watching this 3-hour documentary on rapper King Von. King Von.
He's died, right?
He died, yes, a while back, and so this guy was a full-on gang serial killer before he actually went into the music industry, right? Like he used to kill people weekly and go on Twitter and talk about it publicly, right? Like, oh, just got another one, you know, like, and just like fucking just killing somebody, talking about it. Full on serial killer, right? Gets into the music industry. Lil Durk introduces him into the music industry, right? And then starts rapping about it. And it's like closed eyes from the fucking, you know.
They're like, he's just...
Whatever. It's just
for
drill.
the...
It's drill. What
It's
the
just-
fuck is drill? I don't even know what that word means.
It's just a hook. It's just a hook. It's just a hook in the song.
You know what I mean? And that shows you where they pick and choose. And it's, you have these. By the way, shouts out R.I.P. King Von. We love King Von. We not from.
I've never
I was about to
listened-
diss
I've-
his ops. I'm not dissing his ops.
I've never listened to King Von.
I'm just repeating the lyrics.
You had the same moment that I had last week. You just got
scared.
You got a little scared.
Yeah, no, but
Look.
it's because, bro, like, look, we just love the music. We're just music, you know. And speaking of music,
Well,
bro.
we are some domesticated men.
Speaking of music, bro, fucking Kanye released his album, and I really want to get your opinion on it.
You're getting a lot better at the segues.
Yeah, because, you know, I
I
feel like
ever since you got that new grill, you just all of a sudden you're a segue guy. I didn't
you
think
know,
the two things would
just-
relate.
Yeah, I never thought that either.
All of a
but-
sudden my value on the pod is dropping.
I've been meaning to talk to you about that, actually. We might have to do a auditioning. But no, so yeah, dude. Well, what did I just say? I
The
forgot.
Kanye album.
Yeah, Kanye album, bro. I really wanted to get your opinion on it, man, because you were looking forward to it. You told me that you
6
had
out of 10.
surprisingly, right? But
Nah.
do you think that it's a similar situation to like Drake's music where it'll grow on you?
Nah. I've never felt like that with Kanye. I either love it a lot, like bro, Life of Pablo.
Yeah.
Beautiful masterpiece, bro. I feel like I'm developing wings when I listen to that song. You know what I mean?
Because he came out with a statement
Eh.
that he's been so happy in his relationship that's what kind of forced him to put out the album. He's happy. He wants to release the album.
Kanye West very clearly has a type. Have you seen the girls that he dates?
My girl showed it to me. She just looks like Kim Kardashian.
Don't do that.
What?
This is what I hate about men in relationships. Anything that they know, just because they saw it themselves, right? Like we have all seen Kanye's girl. You're gonna try to be like, yeah, my girl showed that to me.
She did fucking show it to
Shut
me.
up. Yeah, she showed it. You saw it. It's okay if you saw
Look,
it.
I'll tell you
Like-
this. I'll tell you this. What fucking made me feel weird about that entire situation, because he's posting videos and pictures of his girl, crazy pictures of his girl. And
I
it's
don't
like,
know what the fashion.
I heard it on Flagrant. They're talking about this shit, right? And it's like, he seems happy, but it also seems like he's faking it.
I mean,
Like
I
on
think-
some I want Kim back type shit. You know what I mean?
bro, I went to his show in LA a couple years ago. It was him and Drake. And he remixed Runaway, the song Runaway. And he literally at the end is like,
Started begging for Kim.
he said, Kim, come back to me. And this was me in the audience. I was like, y'all seeing this shit? Literally, I was like, this is getting kinda weird.
Meanwhile, Drake's on the side waiting to fucking sing Too Sexy.
Yeah. No, like literally, like I was like looking left and right. I was like, this is getting kind of awkward. He was like, mind you, the dude's on stage. Kim, come back to me.
Yeah, like see,
Yeah.
sometimes when you're an artist, you're a grown ass man, you're in front of hundreds of thousands of people, we get to see the cringy moments.
I didn't need that one. But I will say this album for me, 6 out of 10. Don't love it. We'll let y'all know if it grows on me. What about you?
What
do
didn't you
rate it?
like about it though? Before
So Kanye is typically his production is what sets him apart, right?
Yeah.
Dude's a genius when it comes to production. And I just didn't feel like there was anything special. Once again, bro, music is so complicated and hard to judge because sometimes your like state of mind and your own emotions kind of dictate how you perceive it. I don't know, mate. I just wasn't fucking with it. I'm gonna try to listen to it more though.
you're not gonna listen to it more.
I mean, because like, okay, tell me if you agree with me on this. I have to listen to an album at the gym while I'm doing cardio or while I'm driving at night for me to give a full opinion of it, right?
100%.
Because it gives me like all. No. I said I'm doing cardio. I said it's the gym, the club, or like a bar, or
Just
like,
live performance.
So
or
yeah,
live-
social setting,
Yeah.
or in the car at night.
Yeah.
I have no one has played this song out yet, or I haven't.
It's
heard
not
it.
that type of
It's not
music.
that type album,
Yeah.
right?
At least not anymore.
My driving at night music lately has been pretty sad.
Yikes. Okay.
I'm just kidding.
He's happy. He's fucking happy, all right?
Yeah.
A little Stewie meme.
Yeah. But And then at the gym, I tried to listen to it, and it was very hard. It was tough. It was tough.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I was like, "What the fuck am I doing, bro?"
I'll tell you what I think was the issue with it because I agree with you. I will give it a 6 out of 10. I think Kanye, his albums are usually, bro, so well put together. Each song is so artistically pleasing and kind of as an
Goes
album
from one
should,
song to
as
another.
an album
yeah,
should.
it flows from one song to
I
another.
felt like with this album, every song was a bunch of jumbo put together. You know what I mean? Like it didn't flow right. And it was, you know, when somebody is creative, but they get too creative, like they'll bring you a painting and it's like all these fucking colors, but like it just doesn't hit right. That was the vibe I got from some of his songs. You know what I mean? I've maybe listened to a few, like one or two though, that I thought, you know.
I can. This might make it to the playlist.
Yeah. This is like, you know, I actually added only one song. I don't remember the name. I don't remember the name.
Yeah.
I ended up adding one song and I thought it was all right, but we need more music because I feel like lately I have not been.
Dude,
listening.
what has been going on musically, bro? I feel like I have nothing.
Yeah, like once Drake retired, we're fucked.
Yeah, but even Drake's album, For All the Dogs, it didn't age well for me.
Yeah. No,
Like, I only listened to it for like a month, and then I was just like, all right, I'm just going to take Virginia Beach and throw the rest of you away. And Virginia Beach is just very fitting.
yeah, it's a good song. I like
just
it.
for, you know, I don't feel but
Yeah, no, it's a fucking
someone
good
play
song.
Virginia Beach right now.
Yeah, but anyways, we got anything else for today?
I mean, bro, I just want to end it off with I know you said some of this in the beginning, but you know, us at the Short Kings team in the audience, we all want to wish you a fucking happy motherfucking birthday, bro.
Appreciate that.
He's turning 27. Damn. And you know, like you've been I mean, dead ass, bro, like, you know, like not to sound too soft on the platform, but you're definitely been my best friend since I was like fucking 20 years old. So we're 19, 20. It's weird though, because like people kind of talk about this, like, you know, you have day ones and people you grow up with. Shout out to those motherfucking day twos, man. The people that you meet, because life kind of, you know, puts y'all together. For us, it was college. And that's where you get to make friends where they match the principles that you want as an adult. You know, so I'm just loving.
appreciate that.
I'm loving seeing you fucking grow into the man you are, bro.
I appreciate it. And thank you again. Thank you all for watching. I will be back from Costa Rica to fucking post more bangers. We're going to be back. Another pod.
Follow Wolfie Like That for
Follow
that
Wolfie Like That.
for
Don't
that
forget to
Costa Rica
enter-
vlog.
Don't forget to enter that veneer giveaway. We're giving
Y'all
a full
gotta
set.
fix-
$20,000 on a teeth, baby. Let's get
You
it.
gotta fix your fucking teeth, dog. You know it. Let's do it. Come on, bro. Next time, guys.
Yes.